What's up, y'all? What's going on? Reggie, Sleo, Legendary Beast Dragon Hunter. Who else we got today? Marius. How to do Lost Temple without the game lagging so badly? Yeah, it's rough. Assuming you're playing PS4, maybe, Marius? Suffocations? Shiv's here. What's going on, everybody? Let me get rid of that screen and we'll go to this one. I'm on the monk. Who would have guessed? I normally don't stream on Sundays, as y'all know, but the wife is out of town, so I'm playing games. You're on PC? I would say turn all of your graphic settings down, Marius. That may help. But it's got, I mean, there's performance issues, there's no doubt. What do we got here? Oh, we got a legendary. You guys are good luck. What's in the box? Oh, you don't need it, don't need it. You can always guild another Burning Strikes. Actually, I think I need to guild that one still, too. Junkola there. Let's see what's in this box. Oh, don't give me no blue crap. Man, that's terrible. Well, I'm re-rolling it. 1,000 defender medals, man. That's steep. Oof. Well, that's a little bit better. It's over 1,000,000 gold anyway. I'll take that. I'll take my 1,000,000. It's the actual game just dying on you. I'm not sure, Marius. I mean, I don't have any problems with completing maps, but I notice massive performance issues on different maps. It's going pretty good there, Mitchell. I'm had me a little pizza for breakfast. What's the easiest way to deal with altar assassins with the Mystic Monk, Apprentice, and Knight? Altar assassins move really, really slow. The best way to deal with them is just to stay away from them. Now, you can also use the tools available on the map, too, like the Stunning Bell and the Invulnerability Potion. Those make life much, much easier. Shocking and Water is impossible to get on one relic now, Reggie. That's considered a legacy relic. What were they thinking when they made 10 mods so hard to get? It's a grind, man. I'm not going to deny it. It's absurd. Yeah, but that's pretty cheesy there, Dragon Hunter. For somebody that wants to play the game legit, they're not going to use a cheese strategy like that. It's usable. It's never been good, Suffocations, but it is usable. If you like using the Abyss Lord, that's a viable option for you. Let me see if I have mine set up still. I don't have all the shards in place, it looks like. But, I mean, it's certainly still a usable thing. Let's see. What's it putting out? Like 20 to 30 mil DPS? And my clicky finger is not on point right now, that's for damn sure. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely still viable, but it's not the best thing you could do. But if you like the Abyss Lord, that's a way to play it. I did watch the UFC fight I'm at. O'Connor put him down. People were instantly saying rigged. Use the Earth Shatter. I don't even know if I have Earth Shatter set up right now. Let me see. What shards do I have on Earth Toss Destruction Defense Rate? That's pretty decent. See if we can't find a relic. That one would work. It's not the ideal setup, but it would work. We can do that. We can do a little knock-up, a little popcorn machine action. I haven't done any popcorn machine action in a long time. What's the best way to petrify enemies? Eat any source of poison with any source of earth damage, Dragon. The easiest way would be to use a Poison Dart Tower and an Earth Shatter Tower. Well, I mean, if you have that option, suffocations, then just make a macro, for God's sakes. Just automate that crap, man, and you'll double or triple your DPS. I'm not going to do that on stream, but, I mean, if you've got a Logitech, Logitech has software for that. You know what I'm saying? How do you get Chaos 8 amps with so little people doing Onslaught? Well, I mean, you could turn your Chaos 7 amps into a Chaos 8 amp without ever touching Onslaught or ever looking at another person. You come right over to the Enchantress, and you take your Chaos 7 amps and throw them in, and you convert it to a Chaos 8 amp. 325 Chaos 7 amps and 1.5 million gold will get you a Chaos 8 amp. So, I mean, you can do that right there. The basic strategy is Poison Dart Tower Earth Shatter, Reggie. See, highest floor is 50 and 39 right now. You'll get there, man. Alright, let's get, what is a good popcorn machine map? I think Molten Citadel is probably the best one. Molten Citadel is like the popcorn machine map of choice for me. Somebody said, I can't even remember who it was, somebody said they wanted to see, some Earth Shatters. I'm on US West. Anybody that wants to join, feel free. Yeah, exclamation spotlights in chat, Ice Fox, and it'll get you a link to all my builds. Popcorn. Here comes the popcorn. I think the best thing to use a first Chaos 8 amp on is Tenacity and the Reflect Beam. If you have an EV2. If you don't have an EV2, then the best place to use a Chaos 8 amp is where you will have game-changing effect. So, Tenacity, Defense Rate, those would give you game-changing effects. Defense, throwing one Chaos 8 amp at a defense rate, a 10 of 10 defense rate mod, and you never have to use a defense rate shard again. Let's see. So, for anyone just joining, using Earth Toss Destruction Defense Rate, basically just want to shoot them up in the air, and then I'm going to have Sky Guards that are pounding them with massive deeps. Alright, it might not be massive, but it will be damage. Let's pound them down here. We'll get two more. What does that leave? That leaves... We could do one more Earth Shatter per lane if we want to. It's super fun, Dragon Hunter. It's like it's just a super fun strategy. I mean, who doesn't want to see stuff flying around in the air, you know? This is my favorite map for it. Alright, we got 60 left. Hey, throw... What do we want to do? Let's throw one more Skyguard right in the middle, just for good measure. Is it worth using your Defender Metals on eggs if you have a Poisonous Tips pet ability? Poisonous Tips is pretty good. Best characters. There really are no best characters. The best would be the character that you have all the right shards and mods on. I've already pressed on Marcavius. It's easy mode now compared to what it was before. It's very casual now compared to where it was. The way the setup was before, you could theoretically do 1,000 maps and never see a 10 out of 10. Now you're guaranteed 10 out of 10s. You get 286 rerolls, that's a 10 out of 10. You have 10 hours worth of combat phase, that's a 10 out of 10. So, I mean, right now it's like way easier than it was before. I've already done all I can do in that regard. It's a grind game. You know, Dungeon Defenders is all about the grind. I gotta quit spamming around Frostfire, that way we can get some actual popcorn here. This whole wave is ruined now. Well, I guess in the middle it's not. Get the fireworks show going, for God's sakes. I would say don't farm Defender Metals would be the best way, Justice. Do your daily missions, do your weekly missions, and don't farm Defender Metals. It's like the least effective thing in the game that you can do. You want to just play and play something that has multiple things you want. I mean, as I said, it's a huge grind game. So minimize the amount of time you have to put into the grind. Don't ever farm for one thing. If you're farming for just one thing, you are just stretching it out into potentially what could turn into thousands of hours before you get everything you want. So Defender medals are just going to come naturally just by doing expeditions. Expeditions are also going to give you the most amount of loot, which gives you the greatest amount of chance for a 10 out of 10 mod. They're going to give you the most amount of gold and the most amount of XP. So as far as just general grind and farming, expeditions is where it's at. Do Chaos 7 expeditions, get win streaks going, and profit. Well, the thing there, John, is just doing resets as you're focused on playing maps. You're not sitting in town, you're not sitting in your tavern, you're in maps. The number one thing you could do to increase your productivity is don't sit in town, don't sit in your tavern. Always be playing the game, always be in maps. What's up, Nix? Missed you there. It's a optimization thing. There, LOL. I mean, you've got a far better graphics card than I do. I don't have a ton of problems, but I do have big frame rate drops on certain maps. Greystone Plaza and Little Horn Valley are the worst ones for me personally. I mean, besides the obvious Lost Temple. Yeah, you can do that. I'm eventually going to put poison on my Skyguards probably, but it's not really a massive priority. That's what you're doing right now. It slows those AP resets way down there, John. Get out of town and get in a map, for God's sakes. In town is not where it happens. Who we got here? We got Shiv, myself. I'm playing with myself. In Glize. I mean, that just comes to game optimization. I mean, there's no reason for the graphics that we have in DD2 that there should ever be lag spikes. The only answer to there being lag spikes is game optimization. It's not optimized, you know? I had to say it, Dixon. It was a trap. Myself joining the game. It became a trap. Play something different, Nix. There's nothing saying you gotta only play DD2 and don't play anything else. Have fun and play what you want to play. There is no best hero, Dixon. It's a matter of personal preference. My personal favorite is the EV2, so I always suggest the EV2, but that's my favorite hero. That may not be your favorite hero. But saying anything is the best at anything in the game is a matter of opinion. So just look through the heroes and make an educated choice. Look at the abilities, look at how they look. You know, watch videos and see how they play and see what you want to do. You know, just the bottom line is your most effective heroes or defenses will be the heroes or defenses that you have your best mods and shards on. So, you know, you have to make that choice for yourself, really. Now just play something different, Nix. You limit yourself to one game, you're limiting yourself to, or you're missing out on many other great games out there. I don't encourage, you know, I'm not a very good example of it, as someone who has done nothing but eat, sleep, breathe, and live DD2 over the last bunch of years. But I will tell you that I have regrets. I missed out on lots of good games by sitting here grinding DD2. DD2 is a great game, but if you spend 100% of your game time on it, you're going to miss out on another great game. Making a move over to PC. Don't do it. That would be my suggestion. Unless you're just new to the game and just getting started, which I know you're not. You got to grind the whole thing over again. I mean, trust me, I know that from experience too. It's a nightmare. Starting fresh again is an absolute nightmare. You put so much time and effort into one account. Moving over to another platform sucks. It just does. Easiest map would be a matter of opinion too, really. I personally think that the maps with the super high DU amounts, like Bastille and what, the boat, Jack Sparrow, those offer so much DU that you can just literally cover the place with defenses. So that makes it pretty easy. Then you look at thanks for subscribing there, Xavier. Then you look at things like Crumbled Bulwark. You know, obviously clusters are a big in high demand. You're going to want literally thousands of clusters. So you're going to want to do lots of dungeon maps. As far as dungeon maps, like Unholy Catacombs is a pretty good map. You got basically 3 lanes. Even though it's 6 lanes, you can treat it, actually 8 lanes, including flyers. Even though it's got all those lanes, you can basically treat it as if it's a 3-lane map. Let's see, I almost want to put these over here. I'm gonna have to add a few flamars in for the kobolds on this one, I think. Let's see. How do we want to do this one? I think just something like that would probably work, right? That's too much. Let me just put 2. The presents for me are just gold, Nix. I've already got the majority of the cosmetics, so for me it's all about the gold. Alright, then just to cover our ass from kobolds, we'll go... I'll put it down a little ways so it's not spawn camping the lane. We'll go like that. And we'll go like that. And that should cover my butt from kobolds. You know, Earth Shatters, of course, shoot through walls, so you can put them anywhere. They don't have to be up in the middle of everything. Actually, realistically, I should probably put these Earth Shatters back here. Just to guarantee a kobold's not going to get them. Because the range on them is ridiculous. There we go. I like it. What's going on, Grimlock? Nope, not me. Watching me play this makes you want to play it? We'll play it, man. It's a super fun game. Exclamation spotlights in chat, KJ, and you can get a link to all of my heroes' spotlights and defense spotlights. Playing some WoW, very nice. I'm going to play some more Star Wars later today. I've been playing the Old Republic. Just super fun. Just such incredible storylines in that game. Nothing's making it out of the spawns. It is an official butt walloping here. Oh, I'm doing good there, Carplord. No complaints. Woke up, had some pizza. Watched the Chiefs beat the pants off of the Titans after getting it handed to them for the entire first half. And then I kind of want to... I probably won't watch it because I'm going to be streaming or playing games, but I definitely will have... the Packers-Niners game on in the background here pretty soon. Welcome there, Lumel. Use all hero damage on your Gunwitch. The Gunwitch actually has the lowest amount of effectiveness with hero damage. It's a nice lazy way to play her, but her damage output is complete crap with it, sadly. I don't know. Justice. Not really. No real clue. Is Shelly trying to out me? I'm a proud Redskins fan, Shelly. It is painful. It is a hard thing to wake up in the morning and say you're a Redskins fan. They just suck. Oh, what's up, Icos? Well, I mean, it's clearly Omni's fault. Your family's Vikings and Titans fans. That's fair. My family, it's Redskins and Lions. And both of those teams suck. It's actually 2 of the 3 worst teams in the NFL as far as draft picks go this year. The Redskins and Lions. Such a painful thing. Oof. It's hard work. It's hard work being a Redskins fan. Yeah, the Niners-Packers game is it on already? I thought it didn't start. Oh, it is it's 4:20. At my house, anyway. For some reason, I was thinking it was like 3 o'clock. Mr. Siege Roller. He got wrecked long before I got there. There's like literally thousands of videos of me playing EV, Mitchell. Somebody type exclamation spotlights in chat, would you please? I've suggested it like 4 times now and no one's typed it in yet. Exclamation spotlights in chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. You want to see any hero I use or any defense I use, everything is fully outlined right there in that playlist. All the stuff and things. No, it's only 1 exclamation, but multiple spotlights, Shiv, so you gotta move the S. It's exclamation spotlights. Only 1 exclamation required. See, Shiv, you be a smartass and I'll be a smartass right back. No, nothing in that playlist is outdated. I keep everything in that playlist up to date. If there was outdated videos in that playlist, it would have like 500 videos in it. So every single video in that playlist is still valid. Y'all gotta remember, there hasn't been an update for DD2 that changed anything in the game for almost a year now. So just because it doesn't say 2020 on it, does not mean it's not still 100% current. I think y'all might get the picture now. There's a playlist right there. There's also about 5 pages of bot commands that are helpful links to everyone. No one uses this stuff anymore, and it used to be used very regularly. Yeah, Nightbot is going to end up banning you, Dragon Hunter. I can see that coming. Yeah, yeah, like literally every single aspect of the game. He just got timed out. He'll be back. Oh, I thought an assassin was coming. Give me the loot. Well, I mean, it's worth building an anti-air for flyers, period. Cobalt flyers are really easy to deal with. You just put any traps, auras, or nodes, or actually any traps or nodes down in the lane where they're going to pass over, and kobolds just dive bomb that stuff. Alright, let's get a random map. I don't really see it. DD2 Live, Casual Sunday, Let's Play. I'm not seeing a D where there's not supposed to be a D. There, Lumel, so not really sure what you're talking about. Maybe you don't have the right... Maybe you should refresh. I'm not sure. I'm looking right at the stream title, though, and everything is spelled perfectly. Oh, in the description box? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm not going to bother changing the description box. Well, I guess I better have Havind some fun then, huh? If it's not in the title, it doesn't matter. Well, that would be about the most boring thing anyone ever watched there, Mitchell. Why would anybody want to do that? Doing just anything, unless it's a novelty thing, like, you know, you guys know I'm a fan of just volcanoes. But doing just anything, any one tower, is like the most boring gameplay ever. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's put a couple here. Let's put a couple here. I still need Earth Shatters for that lane. I guess I'll hide them down here. Oops, wrong way. Yep, wrong way again. Let's see, that leaves 160. We can do some, oh shit, just in case flame auras. We'll put one right here. I'll put one right here to help with the flyers and hit that top lane. We got 100 more. Oh, by God, if we're going to put down 100 more, I can't talk about it and not use it. Must have volcano. Put that right here. How's that? Geyser Trap is not really something I recommend too heavily, other than niche situations. Explosive Trap's already done. It's in the Hero Spotlights playlist. But with the Geyser Trap, it's the same as literally every other defense in the game. So get to the speed cap, find the range you're happy with, then stack power. Yeah, that was the Nuke Monk I was using, indeed. Geysers have their water damage, so they're drenching targets automatically. So you can take advantage of like electrocute combos and stuff like that. Crap, man, spraying around the Frostfire too much again. We're not seeing the glory of the popcorn machine. Well, if you were going to limit yourself to 3, Carp Lord, I would say Apprentice, EV2, and Monk. That would be the easier EV2. Apprentice, EV, and Monk. If you were going to only use 3 characters and that's it, that's the 3 I would use, personally. Nah, they didn't give any new info at PAX South. They showed that new map, that was it. Uh-oh. I guess I should have put Flamar up here instead, huh? That was, what, a dive bomber? Assuming? A Cobalt. Well, I mean, that's not really a huge challenge. If you use those 3 characters, you'll steamroll everything. You will wreck it. Keep wanting Saturday to be Sunday and the other way around. Not too far off, you know? No one can help you there, LOL. It's an optimization problem in the game. There is no one that can help you outside of them making optimization changes to the game, which just isn't going to happen. I'm not sure what you're talking about to single defense electrocute. Unless you're talking about shocking revelations for the Weapon Man. Yeah, you can still get that. No thanks, Mitchell. No thanks. I'm going to be playing DDA in a month, hopefully. So the last thing I want to do is to reset my DD2 account. There's nothing that you can do, LOL. The game runs like crap. There, I'll put it in harsher terms. The game is poorly optimized and runs like shit. There is nothing that anyone can do to help you. If you've turned all your graphics down as low as you're comfortable using them, that is literally the only thing you can do. It's got garbage optimization. It's on an old, outdated game engine that's no longer even supported by Unreal. There we go. Finally getting a little Skyguard action down in there. You'll have to play around with them and change them yourself and see. I mean, the game is just, it's poorly optimized. There's no other way to put it. You know, look at Monster Hunter on PC. Monster Hunter World, absolutely wonderful game. On PC, it is a completely unoptimized potato. Whoever's got the best shards and mods on it there, Smooth Mills. I'm surprised about Monster Hunter World, to be honest with you. Yep. Forgot to upgrade the volcano, my god. That's criminal. Criminal. Well, you have to realize different people have different expectations too. Like a PC player is used to playing a game well over 60 frames per second. So, like me personally, when I switch over and play around on one of the consoles, and it's no offense to console users, it's hardware limitations, you know? But when I switch and I play a console game, it's like, oh my god, this game runs like crap. Just because it's your expectations, and what you're used to staring at, you know? I haven't really played it yet there, Marty. I've been a little disappointed by what was delivered versus what was promised. So I haven't played it. I've had people telling me I should give it a shot and check it out, but I've been waiting until the entire Railjack system is in place. The best map to farm XP is Drakenfrost Keep. There's no opinions there, that's fact. You want to farm XP? Drakenfrost Keep is the one. Oh, I got a few more days there, Lord of Lent. She comes back on Wednesday. No, the defense shards are all the same for everybody. Smooth Mills. It's all about destruction, defense rate, and deadly strikes. Through your course of playing the game, if you like using multiple heroes for different things, you're going to want 15, 20 destruction, defense rate, and deadly strike shards. Nah, Dungeon Defenders Awaken, well, we haven't seen the game yet. All we've got is that super limited 6-month-old beta build. So we don't really know, but, I mean, from what I've seen of DDA, it runs great. The high survival waves bogs down a little bit. Use the same relics on every build. There's two types of relics. There's wall relics and and damaging relics. So if it's a damaging defense, you use a medallion. If it's a wall, you use a totem. For every defense in the game. Only two types. My grind is over, Mitchell. I have no grind left. All I have is just fun. Nothing, huh? Nothing worth looking at. Well, I mean, just on this account alone, let me look at the actual up-to-date. 8,674 hours on this account alone. I've got like 5 accounts. So, yeah, my grind is done. I have nothing left to grind. All I have left to grind is a good time. Let's do some Drakenfrost, huh? Somebody was talking about XP earlier. I'll switch up my mods for make them a little Drakenfrost friendly. Let's do a few Drakenfrost runs though. The mod is crap this week, but the XP and everything will be there. Oops. Can't spell. Let's try that instead. Trying to get a coconut butt for PS4. You gotta go to lower tiered incursions, Shelly. If you do like the original Spectral Knights incursion, not the Prime version, you'll get spammed with a bunch of gray items and green items and lower quality stuff. You can guild them, but they either get no value or they go down in value, Drain Zone, and it's the results of a bug. So if they fix the bug, then you would lose that. So it's not worth it to guild Hyper Shards. Oh shit. I hit the button, not realizing it had already started. I done hit the button. Got a 10 of 10 tenacity for 325k. Nice. Congrats. There are no mods that are specifically best for any particular map there, Carplord. I mean, tenacity, I guess you could say. Tenacity turns the map into lazy mode. But, I mean, mods aren't map specific. Put whatever mods you want wherever you want them. You don't change your mods, into a different map, though. I mean, you could, but it would be a massive waste of time. You had to be carried in Prime 1? You might want to actually watch some of those Spotlights videos you were spamming about earlier then, Dragon Hunter. That might help you out a little bit. If you had to be carried... What mod you used? Prime 1 is like... Drop a Earth Shatter, a PDT, and any other defense and you're gonna win. You don't need any mods. Shards, yes. Mods, no. No mods are required for Prime 1. There's a lot of players right now on all the Dungeon Defenders games, Shelly. DD2, DD1, both has had a huge player spike. I'm sure it's in part due to the holidays, but another big part of it is the DDA hype, you know? Yeah, it's worth it to do all of Mastery there, Tebalt. You want to do not just the 155 stars. Do all of them. Yeah. Smooth Mills. Exclamation spotlights in chat, and that will give you several choices on how to build a barbarian, along with any other hero you might have questions about. It has come around to that again. All the videos, all the guides are all there, y'all. All you gotta do is watch them. They're all there. Every hero I use, even some heroes I don't use, every defense I use, even some defenses I don't use, they're all there. Spotlights with an S, as in more than one, because there is more than one for sure. There we go. Slimes are good. They're just in the same boat as the other Dryad defenses. The AI is a little bit wrong. They're a little bit off, the AI is. Like, sometimes you think they should be doing different things than what they're actually doing. But as a defense, they're really good. They hit like an absolute truck. It's an AoE splash damage. And then if you're in corrupt form, it's also going to oil. Nice, Echo. Well, welcome. It's a good game. You don't need health on slimes. The slimes explode. No defenses except blockade type defenses like walls, spike blockades, trees, stuff like that. It's the only thing you need to put health on. You don't need defense health on any other defense. I mean, if you're super, super early game, you'll find yourself repairing your auras a lot. The Shadow Flame knife for the Mystic is decent. If you have low natural defense health on it, it will drain zone, but you definitely don't want to put any defense health on it. By putting defense health on it, you're just taking away from the power of the defense. Eventually, you'll get to a point where you just completely ignore that. Like, if you're just starting the game and you're doing the campaign, you could have to run around and repair them quite frequently. Exclamation spotlights in chat there, T-Bolt. There, I get another $1. Yay! Not really. What's going on there, Jason? Slimes are just the same as everything else. I'm not sure if there's a... I don't think there's an actual slime video there, but it's the same as every other defense. Get to the speed cap, find the range you're happy with, then stack power. Slimes are a defense with pretty good natural range, so you don't really need more range on them. So pretty much with slimes, you get to the speed cap, and then just put as much power on them as you can. I mean, for me personally, I don't think it needs any more range. Speed is first, range is second. Defense rate is the #1 priority for every defense. Range comes after that. If you have access to Chaos 7... nope, not me. If you don't have access to Chaos 7, the game won't let you join. If you have access to Chaos 7, have at it. Who we got here now? We got Shiv, myself, and Nigel Thornberry. Between all the platforms, like 10,000-ish, something like that, Daniel. How much HP do I have? Well, it's right there on the screen, man. 1.4 million. $1.487721. A boss approaches. Mr. One Wolf, what's going on, man? How you doing? No, I don't use health on any armor piece. But I do have 999 ascension points into health. And I've got health on my weapon. Playing some DDA, very nice. I played a bunch of DDA yesterday. Let's do this one again. Get some of that XP flowing. Get that XP flowing. Just started the beta yesterday. Well, that's good, Mr. One Wolf. You got lots of time ahead of you then. You got lots of enjoyment coming your way. Nothing wrong with when you start it. You know, good to have an opportunity to check it out, you know. Oh, it's absurd to take stuff up to Chaos 8. There's no doubt there, Marty. It's insanely expensive. I mean, from Chaos 7, from Max Chaos 7 to Max Chaos 8 is 600 pristine motes. What, 250 clusters or whatever, plus all the gold? It's crazy high. But, you know, it comes back to that whole grind game thing. It is a grindy mofo. But, I mean, that's what I love about it. chose to play Planet Zoo. Nothing wrong with that, man. I've been dying to play one of those types of games. I actually have a game that I'm going to start soon. A sim type game like that. It's different. It's not like Planet Zoo. I can't. Universim, I think is what it's called. Well, it's first come, first serve there, Marty. I'll usually do 3 maps and then make a new map. There is no mod to ignore effects of Onslaught, Dragon Hunter. There are many different mods that will make your defenses immune to individual things, but there's no anti-Onslaught mod. Boy, that would be the most expensive mod out there. The anti-Onslaught mod, 10 out of 10, would be like $1 billion gold each. It's because of the whole replay from wave thing, Kevin. It's a bug in the system. Replay from wave wasn't a thing when those maps came out, those mastery maps. It's something that was added in much, much later, and it's something that's kind of buggy. So, I mean, if you fail one of those maps, you're usually best just to load back out and load back in. Any of the ones that have buggy issues like that. It's all good, Shiv. I'm gonna do one more and then I'll make a new group. Welcome there, M&Ms. Try Earth Shatter, PDT, plus any damaging defense, Carplord. Cyborgs disable ground traps, R's, and nodes, right? So the instant counter is don't use ground traps, R's, or nodes. And then there's no mods, no special mods required. So if you don't use ground traps, R's, and nodes, cyborgs are just orcs that look fancier. They fancy. Fancy orcs. All the heroes are good situationally, Jason. I mean, if you like playing melee heroes, the Squire is one of the better melee heroes, for sure. The Barbarian would be at the top of the food chain there, but the Squire is definitely a strong hero. No, you can't get mass destruction out of a standard shard pack. Well, melee explosion would be a weapon one, assuming you mean melee boom. It actually is very ineffective at the higher difficulties there, M&Ms. They nerfed the crap out of that stuff. Melee boom used to be insane. But that stuff was all nerfed into the ground long ago. Get off me. Take that. I'll probably do a video on like one of my lowest geared alt accounts, showing you all about the power of the PDT and Earth Shatter for those that are not believers. Mastery is pretty easy, really. It's just a matter of slowing down, looking at the challenge, and knowing what you're going to do in advance. So if it's like a challenge that requires diversity or a build timer or something like that, go into the map, ignore the timer, and build the map the way you want it built, and get a picture in your head of what you want it to look like. And then start the map over, go back out the tavern, come back into the map, and then you already have that picture of what you want it to look like, and then you could just do it. Oh, I did like floor 400 and something. Mass destruction is not the factor. It's a good build. It's either a good build or it's a bad build. If you can't win a map using the destruction shards and you think mass destruction is your answer to winning the map, you're just not right. The answer is redo your build. But I did floor, I don't remember what floor it was. You guys can look through the videos, but I did floor 400 and something with the OG heroes only. I did a few floors with the OG heroes only, actually. Like in the 490s or something like that. I mean, what heroes you use is completely up to you. Use the heroes you want to use, you know? How far can Chaos 4 take you? I don't understand what you mean. Chaos 4 can take you to Chaos 5. But, I mean, shy of doing some special challenge thing, Chaos 4 is just a stepping stone to Chaos 5. There's no reason that you would want to play in any one difficulty lower than Chaos 7 for more than just a few maps, just to get the next tier unlocked, with one exception, and that is if you're farming shards. You know, if you're farming shards, you need the shards. I mean, this map I don't really need to upgrade, but it's just habit. Sometimes you're just gonna upgrade, you know? I mean, I could do this map without any upgrades for sure. You can get them down to like below 10% movement speed, Dragon Hunter. Slows all stack. So if you're using every slow in the game, you could get them down below 10% movement speed. I mean, they just barely move. Like you see one little foot lifting at a time, you know, just real slow motion. Oh, yeah. I mean, once you get to the top, Jason, the best thing to do while you're progressing up through the tiers is if you're like really, really close in champion score into getting into the next tier, then it might be worth upgrading a piece just to get yourself into the next tier. But as far as just general progression, going from Chaos 1 to Chaos 7, you really don't need to upgrade anything except for that one particular situation. But yeah, I mean, once you get to the top, you'll upgrade all your gear as far as you can. You know, the step 1 is getting to Chaos 7. Step 2 would be putting together the sets of mods and shards you need. And then after that, then you would focus on upgrades. Yeah, it's US West is what I always play on. You have to be on US West if you want to join this public game. I'm going to make a new one here in a minute. As soon as this map is over, I'll make a new group. No, it doesn't take long. You can go from Chaos 1 to Chaos 7 in a day. It takes longer to go through the campaign in adventure mode than it does to go from Chaos 1 to Chaos 7, if you understand the basics of the game. Well, I mean, you don't need any materials to do resets. They're LOL. You shouldn't be upgrading your stuff to do AP resets. You should be using the junk on the ground. I'm not sure, Demon Child. I want to switch it up and switch over to Star Wars here in a bit, but I'll probably do that over on Twitch. I'll be here for probably at least another hour at a minimum. Overkill. Did we get everything? Looks like we got everything. Best way to farm shards is to spam whatever tier you're looking for of the shard for. Nope, not me. So say you're looking for defense rate shards. The best thing to do would be to spam Chaos 4 and get win streaks going. That way you get the bonus shard. Holy crap, Packers are getting blown out 27-0. Alright, hold on, y'all. Let me change my TV over here. Damn. I mean, I kind of expected the 49ers to win. 27-0. That is a butt walloping. The Packers are being told. They're being told no. It's the Packers and 49ers right now. M&M's. I got it playing on a TV with the sound muted. The bot will tell you in Discord there, Demon Child. I don't remember off the top of my head. But the bot knows. The bot always knows. It doesn't go up enough to make it good. It's usable, but it's not a hot item by any means. Kind of a disappointment, really. Oh, it's not over yet, Nate. Don't give up hope yet, man. Look at the game earlier. The Titans were completely in charge of the Chiefs, and it's like somebody flipped a switch in the second half. I mean, 27-0 don't look good. But it's far from over. Still got an entire half to play, right? That Aaron Rodgers mustache is the reason they're doing poorly, Shelly. Anytime you purposely make yourself look like either a state policeman or a meth head, you are jinxing yourself. You're jinxing. Aaron's thinking now, damn it, I should have shaved. If you want to use Earth Shatters, just take relics and shards off of another defense and move it over there. Carp Lord. Just because you set a relic or defense up for, say, a Flame Aura, doesn't mean you can't pull that relic off and put it on something else and use it. You know? Just use one of your other setups on it. I mean, I do that all the time. I mean, how many streams do you guys got to sit through me playing shard and relic roulette, moving stuff around, you know? I mean, I did it before I started this map. Now, with this map, it was only one shard. But, you know, move stuff around all the time. I'll be starting a new group after this one. And we'll do whatever. Whatever. Stuff and things. My only requirement today is that it's fun. Wants to do something fun. I played it, but I have a really hard time getting into the seasons, or the leagues, compared to the Diablo 3 seasons, Marty. I despise the fact that they make you go through that stupid 5-hour grind of the story every single league. I hate it. That's the #1 reason why I don't play Path of Exile. I mean, the amount of depth in comparison to Diablo 3 is like night and day. You know, Path of Exile's got so much more going for it in that regard. But I absolutely hate going through that, grind each league. Doesn't matter where you're at, you can still play on the server if you want. You just have to go out and change it. You go to your title screen and change it. There's a tutorial video for it. You just go to the title screen and then go to options. But I mean, if you don't know what I mean when I say go to the title screen and go to options, then go look at that guides and tutorials playlist. I think that one is !basics in chat. I'm not positive on that command, but it might be. !basics. Well, I've got a standard PoE account, but the game is so old that I just have no interest in playing it other than when the leagues come and the new fancy stuff comes rolling around. I don't really have any interest in playing it besides that. I do like the league thing. I don't know why. I mean, most people aren't motivated by that kind of stuff, but I do like the changing leagues and the changing seasons with different mechanics added in. I mean, I religiously play Diablo 3 every season. I just hate going through the story over again. To me, that's the worst part of the game. That's like the most boring part of the game, is going through the story. Alright, let's head on back out and make a fresh group here. Alright, let's see what we got here. Get rid of all the pet food. Nothing there. Fisk? What's up, Fisk? Taking a break from the raiding life. The WoW raiding life, huh? Nothing, jeez. another Burning Strikes. I might get one of those gilded again before you know it. What's destruction doing out there? Let me move it over so it doesn't accidentally get messed with. No 10 out of 10s. Boo. I'm on US West, their company. Oh, you got your tier 2 headpiece, huh? Went back to Xbox for another 100%. Fisk 100% more games on Xbox than any other human being I interact with regularly. That's absurd, man. Crazy. Alright, let's get rid of that. Go back to a normal setup. Oop, did I get it in there? Yep. Nah, no news on DDA, listen. From PAX, all we really saw was the new map. They did show off that Tornado Valley map. Plus, we got to look at the new mana that drops on the ground and the new HUD. Anyway, y'all, here we go. Let's see. Let's go back to a dungeon map here. What have we not done today? We haven't done Catacombs. We can probably do a popcorn machine Catacombs. Let's try it. Let's get the popcorn flowing again. Wrecked? What's up, Wrecked? How is life? Yeah, I'm looking forward to... Well, there's not going to be an early access. It's going to go right to game launch. But I'm looking forward to that as well. Let's see. Let's grab the apprentice back. Got a little bit more mana. There's onboard. There we go. Let's go like that. Like that. And like that. And like that. Like that. And like that. Get some earth shattery hotness. And then we got lots of DU left. I mean, we could go more Earth Shatters. More Earth Shatters, please. Sorry, onboard. I have snaked away all of your volcano. See what else we want to do. And we can get one more Skyguard, I guess. Here, we'll throw a Skyguard down there. Alright, Jason, take it easy. Because of doing a knockup build there, I mean, so want to see the fireworks. I mean, we're killing them at spawn, but just want to see fireworks going off. Since it's a Earth Shattered knockup build. Remember when ground mob gets thrown into the air, it is considered a flying mob while it's in the air. So the Sky Guards will shoot them. Just play through the game. There, nope, not me. Play through campaign, then play through adventure mode. Once you get past that point, then start in either Chaos 1 Expeditions or an Onslaught. If you take the Expeditions route, then as soon as you get your champion score up to the point where it will unlock the next tier, immediately move to the next tier. Don't hang out there. Yeah, this map was in DD1, indeed. Can I do a Bastille Master Prime Incursion? I mean, if 3 people want to do it, I got no problem with doing a Bastille Master. The problem with doing Bastille Master publicly on stream is people die. And no matter how good your build is, if people die, you're going to lose, is the main problem with Bastille Master. You can just hit G, Marty. You don't have to open it. There is no tier 8 that you can play, company. Chaos 7 is the hardest difficulty you can actually play other than Onslaught mode or the Prime Incursions. But there is no Chaos 8 that's playable. Thank you so much for subscribing there, like. Oh, well, I mean, that's an optional thing. You never have to go up to Chaos 8. If you have all the materials and you don't plan on doing any more AP resets, then that would be the time. But there's no have to go to Chaos 8 ever for any reason. And you still get just lots and lots of enjoyment out of the game. There's only really 2 things that get a game-changing effect by being Chaos 8. And that's the Tenacity mod and the Defense Rate mod. By taking a 10 out of 10 defense rate mod to Chaos 8, you no longer have to use a defense rate shard. And taking a Tenacity mod that's 10 out of 10 to Chaos 8 means you get 100% resistance. What's going on, Thaden? How you doing? But there's no... I mean, there's nothing else. I'm sure there might be something else, but there's nothing else that pops into mind right away that has like a game-changing effect by going to Chaos 8. Yeah, that demo. The Dungeon Defender's second wave on mobile. I wish I still had that. I mean, it's still you can still get it, but it requires a really, really old version of iOS or Android that I just have no interest in going back to an old version of those just to play that, you know. I'm doing good, getting a little casual grinder in this afternoon, and then going to take a little break and switch over to some Star Wars over on Twitch here later on. Come on out, Mr. Captain. Where's he at? He gonna get wrecked. I see a squire up in his grill. Yep. He getting wrecked over there. Yeah, every time you do an Ancient Power reset, you get a 5% XP bonus permanently, account-wide. I've done 65 AP resets. That's what? 325% AP bonus? It's just juice bags, carp, no mister. Exclamation Twitch in chat. Nah, there's no boosters, sadly. If there was XP boosters, I would use them. Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't use them now, but I would have used them before for sure. But there's nothing like that in the game. Would be cool as hell. Nightbot taking his time. Yeah, remember, it's one bot that's running probably literally thousands of streams right now. Bink. Say, let's go random. I don't want to do the same map over and over. Now watch, just because I said that, it'll take us to the same map. I'd hardly call it quick there, Dragon Hunter. You probably spammed like, what, 75 messages before it banned you? I would call that slow, personally. I've been playing Star Wars right now, again, Carp Lord, and it's been 7 years since I played it. But it's such a great game. The stories in that game are completely amazing. If you're a Star Wars fan, you have to play that game. It's just that good. It's like the best thing ever. Let's see. We'll try to keep Onboard happy here. Get a couple of volcanoes in. I know he's jonesing. They haven't done those bonuses in such a long time, Ghoul Gang. I hear you though. They've done double XP, they've done double gold, they've done double loot. Nobody's gonna drop it, huh? Oh, nice. You getting close then, Jaime. Getting close, indeed. Well, I mean, nobody could when they first started. They're El Returnado. You'll be able to do all the Chaos tiers eventually. Chaos 4 was rough at one time. I remember breaking into Chaos 4. There's some more mana if anybody wants it. Well, if you're still doing AP resets, I wouldn't worry about your ascension level. I would wait to grind that out until after you're all done, personally. I'll just throw some walls down and then spam Flamars all the way up the lane there. El Returnado, you'll do fine. My favorite one is the Bounty Hunter storyline, Carp Lord. But I've had a lot of people tell me that the Imperial Agent storyline is better. And I haven't played that one yet. But I really enjoyed the Bounty Hunter storyline, and as far as I've made it, and like on the Jedi side, in the Jedi Knight storyline, has been pretty decent. You use both of those, Ghoul Gang. I mean, healthy power is more value than power chip. And assuming you're playing the character properly, you're going to be above 90% health all the time. So, I mean, healthy power is a better chip than regular power, for sure. But it's a negligible difference. You can use them both, though. The problem is they're lower value than what's there. If you look at this guy, power is not as good as any of those mods. Damage buff, healthy power, or quintuple. Now, you could argue that power would be there 100% of the time, and damage buff is only there when he buffs himself. But, on the same note, the monk's buff is 100% uptime. It lasts longer than the cooldown, so you can keep it up all the time. But, remember too, anytime you use the word better, you are stating an opinion and not stating a fact. So, better to me might not be what's better to you. Use what you want. Yeah, Squire Spikes plus Flame Auras is enough, but you want to spam the entire lane with Flame Auras. Don't, like, put just one back at the wall. Like, start at the wall and spam it all the way up. Oh, a Cobalt got my Volcano? Damn Cobalts. Of course I played Bloons tower defense games there, Carpler. Everybody that's a fan of tower defense has played a Bloons game. I actually debated on streaming some of that new Gemcraft game today, but I ended up deciding not to. I might stream some tomorrow. Gemcraft is a tower defense game with a whole lot of depth to it. It's very basic as far as like the graphics and it's top-down tower defense. So it's very basic in a lot of regards, but it's got just an amazing amount of depth to the game. The game is focused on replay value. And they just had a new one, a new game release last week. Sounds to me like it's time for them to play something different there, Jaime. Should tell them, instead of doing that, why not consider trying out a new game? I'm sure there's a good game out there that they're missing out on by mindlessly grinding AP resets that they don't even want. Well, I mean, you do it for the leaderboards there, Ghoul Gang. People that are motivated by that sort of thing. You still haven't played it yet? I played it a little bit, but I haven't played it very much. I've got a few hours into it, maybe. Oh, there's plenty of other grinding games out there. There's no need to make the grind go on forever, though, Carplord. Just remember that. Like, I have overgrinded DD2. I've overgrinded DD2 to a point where I've missed out on a lot of really good games. And I've got a lot of regrets for that. I mean, on one note, I've been able to create a moderately successful YouTube channel off of DD2 and grinding DD2. But on the same, from the player perspective of things, I've missed out on lots of great games. I want to make sure that that doesn't happen in the future, you know? You can use whatever defenses you want. Just remember that the effects of stuns won't engage. I mean, all the defenses still work the same. They just won't provide the crowd control, the stun. So knock up won't work, petrify won't work, electrocute won't work. But, I mean, every other aspect of the defense still functions the same. I've got no interest in playing BDO. I've heard lots of horror stories about that game. I actually debated on it at one time. Abyss Lord isn't what it was. Well, it's probably what it was 2 years ago, but the Abyss Lord isn't what it was 3 or 4 years ago. But it's still, I mean, it's the same as it was 2 years ago. It's a strong CC hero. Solo is the easiest way to do it. Nope, not me. With the exception of, like, Lost Temple, you know, where it's a huge map where you just can't cover the whole map by yourself. Every other map, solo is way easier than in a group. Every person that gets added to the group adds 20% health. We can probably do a knock-up build here. We don't have much DU here, though. That's the problem. Yeah. Not enough DU to do a fun knock-up build here. I would consider yourself getting an incredible deal then if you paid $15 for it, Visual Gold. When I first started playing DD2, I had to pay $80 for it and only had 3 maps. So, I mean, you got to play it early for $15, you know. BDO is a finger breaker. Of course I played DD1. It's what I think, not for everyone. A lot of people came to DD2 just because it's free to play, but for many players, DD1 is the reason they play DD2. Well, by God, let's upgrade it all the way then. Jesus. A wall that's gonna sit there and do nothing the whole time, but we've got it. Yeah, DD1 was a lot of people's childhood. Their Fury. It wasn't my childhood. I'm old. But I played the shit out of DD1. I still play DD1. I might do, or I'm going to have a DD1 stream going within the next week. What's going on there, K-Man? How you doing? I'm doing good, no complaints. The wife's out of town, so I've been eating junk food and playing video games almost nonstop. It goes up a little bit every month there, Visual Gold. It's not a fast-growing channel, but I play a lot of indie maps. She comes back on Wednesday, Theoden. I gotta drive to Portland on Wednesday and go pick her up. What's going on there, Red Fox? How you doing? Golden Dragon. I mean, no golden pets are worth much other than the higher tier ones, or the premium pets. Golden pets are just not worth anything. I'm surprised they offered you anything for it. Take it, man. Tell them 100 million and take the gold. Get rid of that golden pet. It means nothing. $100 mil. Take the money and run. Sparkle Party is just any Gatto pet. So any Gatto egg that you find can roll Sparkle Party on it. Just gotta re-roll it till you get Sparkle Party. Well, if he wants it that bad, take all his gold. I mean, that golden pet's not worth anything to you. You got somebody willing to give you the gold, take the gold, man. What's going on, Danny? How you doing? There's only one golden pet out there I want, Danny. $50 mil for Sparkle Party? That would be just gouging people. I am meat-tastic. Well, that's a good thing. Can't be bad, right? Well, I mean, the game isn't really a skill-based game, Red Fox. It's just, you know, I've been playing the game a long time. I've got all the stuff. Well, almost all the stuff, Danny. I'll quit picking on Danny now. Just got EV2. Heard the Reflect Beam can be pretty OP. Yeah, the Reflect Beam's a beast. Search 1 Amp Warrior, their Visual Gold, on YouTube. 1 Amp Warrior. And you should see one of my videos at the top. It's super good. It just does a lot of damage. The little torpedo explosions are insanely powerful. Holy sheet, man. What's going on? Yeah, it's a little visual glitch there. Nope, not me. It happens. I've debated on it, Marty. I will, at a minimum, check it out. I mean, we'll have to see how it is. I do like ARPGs quite a bit. It covers a lot of the basics that I would be interested in, you know. Running through new Path of Exile stuff, fair enough. Siege Rolla and a Gribbs and an Ogre. Looks like the Ogre's dying. Poor little guy. Well, it looks like Echo died too. Gribbs is already dead. All that's left is the roller. I'm going to be playing me some SWTOR here in a bit. Used to have millions of cards IRL. I know a few people that do now. I've got a few cards still, but most of my collection has been sold off over the years. The Ramsters are super good. It's a great defense there, Gerardo. That's just highway robbery there, Clean Arena. I mean, a Sparkle Party pet should sell for 50,000 gold. It's a generic pet. It's a generic pet with a generic ability. There's no reason for it to cost anything. Certainly not 10 to 15 million. That's just straight up gougery. Just trying to screw people over, man. That ain't right. Used to buy them in bulk and sell them. That's fair. My wife, the very first PAX tournament that she ever went to, or not PAX tournament, PAX convention that she ever went to, you know, you get the PAX goodie bag, like the swag bag you get, has it always has a deck of Magic cards in it, and never fails outside of the little swag area. Outside of the little swag area, there's always 100 people sitting there digging through all of these Magic cards like crazy. Every single person that walks out of the swag room, they're like, "Hey man, can I have your cards? Can I have your cards?" She didn't know what to think. She's like, "What's the deal with all this?" It's like, "Oh, you have no idea, dear. You have no idea." Magic cards are a big deal to a lot of people, you know. It's the best way to farm moats. Just do Chaos 7 expeditions. Is the best way. It's a grind. Sadly, you don't see them for sale very often. Not at a reasonable price, anyway. Well, this has turned into a giant spamathon. Let's keep spamming. There we go. I think that qualifies as spam, wouldn't you all agree? I got more room to spam down here. No, you take it. $2 mil is cheap. I mean, I think $2 mil is a very fair price. I usually buy any stacks of moats I see for like under like 2.7 mil. Occasionally I'll go up to 3 mil if it's really late at night and I'm desperate on rerolls or something. But that's not very often. Well, the problem with that there, nope, not me, is you won't learn how to do it. So you'll never be able to do it on your own if you keep relying on other people to carry you, is the problem. Now, if that's how you want to play the game, that's all you, dude. You have at it. But the second you start relying on carries, you don't learn the game. You never learn how to play it on your own. Is the main issue. I'm playing on PC right now, if you're asking me. Oh. What the hell? You can't jump on it while it's building? That's wrong. I just wanted to jump on it. East stuff, what I find, is usually the highest out of the 3 different servers. I mean, if you're seeing something overpriced on West right now, that's a possibility, obviously, anytime. But as far as a general rule, usually East is the highest. And then Europe and West are normally pretty similar. But the East Coast server is a lot of highway robbery going on there. I blame Omni. I mean, the problem right now is the markets are just completely unstable. There's just far more overpriced stuff than there is. There's either far more junk or overpriced things than there are anything useful at a fair price. Like many times over. It's the player markets are. I mean, what more can you say? They're just pretty much dead. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Player markets are crap. I mean, it's a reliable source of crafting materials if you're patient enough to look around on all 3 servers regularly. But besides that, it's pretty much it. Any high-end item usually is going to be negotiated prior to somebody putting it up for sale. So you're not going to see, like, high-quality stuff very often just randomly sitting on some dude's market. Unless it's absurdly overpriced. And then it's going to sit there until they do an AP reset because nobody's going to buy it. It's not very valuable, clean. No mod that's... Any mod that's not 10 out of 10 is not going to fetch a huge value. Especially one like Anti-Chaos. I mean, I would say a 9 out of 10 Anti-Chaos mod is probably worth maybe, I don't know, 500,000 gold, maybe 1,000,000 gold. But it's just not going to fetch any big prices. Because I've played it for thousands of hours, the Red Fox. It's a grind game. I'm actually broke right now. I know that sounds kind of arrogant, but anytime I dip below 100 million gold, I'm like, damn, I'm broke. The usual sitting point for me over the last couple of years has been like 250 million gold. Usually right around there at all times. I'm under 100 million right now. So, like I said, I'm broke. Broke. I don't know how much I'm at. I'm at 98 million. I just told you, Red Fox, I played the game for thousands of hours. Well, I mean, with Ancient Power resets, every map I do, I'm getting 250k for. So if I run 4 maps, that's 1,000,000 gold. Well, multiply that by thousands of hours, and you got hundreds of millions of gold. The most I've ever gotten to is 1 billion, and that's low as far as the higher end veterans go. There's multiple people that have hit the gold cap already. The gold cap is 2 billion and change. So, I mean, I'm at the low end of that. Alright, Shaggy, have a good one, man. Thanks for swinging by. Have a good night. Oops. He ain't down here, is he? Well, you gotta earn it, Red Fox. You can. Do a bunch of ancient power resets, and you'll have all the gold you want. I mean, assuming you do smart AP resets and don't just blow the gold while you're doing AP resets, like never upgrade your things while you're doing AP resets. Never use hyper shards because you don't want to spend all that gold. But if you do smart AP resets, just doing your AP resets, you'll end up making a ton of gold. And every one you do, that amount will go up by 5%. What we gonna get? What we gonna get? We've all done it, Carp Lord. I've done it too. My first ancient power reset, I spent so much gold. It's just absurd. And then I learned my lesson. You know? You have to learn your lesson. You gotta learn the lesson at least once. Nobody ever wants to drop the mana. There we go. In a little bit. I mean, your highest gold is 900k because you just haven't played the game for very long, Dragon Hunter. Once you've played the game a little bit longer, you're going to have lots of gold. Everyone does. Ooh, almost went in the drink. You always give them the harder lanes? That's terrible. Yeah, automation is the same as a 10 to 10 Chaos 8 Tenacity. The problem is you lose the shard slot. So although it will work for you, it's not going to push you as high as having Tenacity. But yeah, that's a good start. Automation is indeed a good start. It's a good way to start getting used to the build and using it, you know? You can get tower skins now. Some of the tower skins I have were exclusive for a time. These ketchup and mustard skins that I always use, these red and yellow ones, those are the Defense Council skins. You can't get those currently. It's from being one of the founding buyers of Dungeon Defenders 2. But there's quite a few skins available. You can get them from Defender packs, or you can get them from I think you can get them just buying gems. Or I can't access the Emporium right now to look. Actually, it won't even tell me because I've got them all already. You can get them from Defender packs, I know that for sure, and you may or may not be able to buy them with gems. Someone that doesn't have them all unlocked, if you could look. I don't remember, it's been so long. Oh, you'll get higher than 187 with the automation shard. I meant it's not going to get you up into the hundreds and hundreds of floors. Yeah, you can buy them with gems. So Defender packs or gems. I mean, automation will get you up to floor 300, I would guess, pretty easily. You might start struggling a little bit past 350 or even maybe 400, but certainly it will get you through the first few hundred floors. If that's your thing, you know. Ten of 10 tenacity means it's a 10 of 10 version of a tenacity mod. Tenacity mod reduces the effect of negative effects on your defenses, so like the Cyborg. If you got a 10 of 10 Chaos 8, it's 100% reduction, meaning the Cyborg doesn't do anything to your defenses. If you have one, it should go on whatever you want to slap up front. I mean, I use the reflect beams, but you don't have to. You can put it on anything you want to smack dab in the middle of the lane. Like, this map doesn't have any cyborgs, but if it did, this aura right here would get stunned like a mofo. But if it had tenacity on it, it wouldn't. You know? Yeah, it's got to be Chaos 8. A Chaos 7 10 of 10 tenacity is only 95%, which is not good enough. When it comes to Cyborg stuns, it either stuns it or it doesn't. Reducing the chance, although it does help, it's not going to make it so you can just spam those defenses and ignore the counter. You have to have 100% to ignore the counter. Alright, Red Fox, take it easy. Enjoy your day. I will probably end up making this the last map here. And then I'm going to take a little dinner break and then switch it up to some Star Wars and head over to the Twitches for the evening. SWTOR. I mean, I'm far from done with that. The Old Republic. Whatever, Ogre. Making me jump while I'm reaching for my tea. That ain't right. Ooh, Infernal Combustor. I haven't played Force Unleashed yet. I've been debating on it though. People are saying good things about it. I actually have a voucher for a free 1 month of that EA access thing, which would give me, I would have a month to play that game. So I've debated on redeeming it and playing it, but I want to make sure I've got time to do it. I don't want to redeem my little voucher and then not be able to play it, you know. Thank you so much for subscribing there, Lawrence. I do appreciate it a ton. Yeah, that's what I mean. If I redeem my free month, I'll get it on EA Access. There's 2 games on there I want to play. So, I mean, now would be a great time to do it, but I would have to drop SWTOR. And then as soon as I did it, then, you know, like right now, I think we can only assume that the beta could potentially be ending soon or maybe not get another update. But if it is going to get another update, it would come right after I want to dedicate a month into playing other games. That's just how it works. But yeah, I'd like to play that Plants vs. Zombies, that new Garden Warfare game. What is it called? Battle for Neighborville or something like that? You know, Yanaki, I don't remember if Danny's still here. I think Danny might know. Starforge? Does that sound right? Is that one of the server names? I had that server migration thing, because it's been a long time since I played. Let's see if we got any loot. That was a few maps. I should be getting close. Oh, I'm in Nubville anyway, there, Yanaki. Anyone who plays the game for real is far past where I'm at in the game. Crap, man, my stuff all overflowed. I absolutely hate it when it does that. Because now I got a bunch of junk in here. It looks like it's all shards, mostly. Yeah. Alright, so that's not too bad. I don't like it when my inventory overflows into my little green gem bag. The little green gem bag is important for me. Alright, let's see some 10 out of 10s. Where you at? Where you at? Not on that page. Oh, well, you don't even want to know how many gilded shards I have there. Nope, not me. It was an absolutely absurd grind. You don't even want to know. Nothing there either. Man, not one 10 out of 10 today. It's alright. Could be worse. Could be worse. The fastest way to reset would be to just do the minimum requirements. So if it's your first Ancient Power reset, you have to go from floor 5 to floor 30. The fastest thing to do would be just do those floors and nothing else. Oh, nothing wrong with a Gilded Defense Power and Deadly Strikes. That's 2 good ones, for sure. Yep, I checked that a couple of hours ago, so that's already full up. Anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for today. Anyone that's interested in a little SWTOR, I'll be going with that here in a bit. I'm going to take a short dinner break, though, and eat me some pizza. Wife's not here. It's pizza time. But thanks again, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. I normally don't stream on Sunday or Mondays, but with the wife out of town, I will probably stream tomorrow as well. So by all means, swing on by and say what's up. But thanks again, y'all. Have a good weekend. See ya.